I'm Diego. I'm with Foro Regulación Inteligente, a think tank based in Spain. We're up for the Freedom Award today. I think we got Magati's support today, so let's see what happens. But anyway, so my struggle with this issue has been that we have very good indicators in Spain. We do. We rank top 7, I think it's on the Yale index. And if you check, for example, for CO2 or particles emissions, we've cut them by 30, 40%, even in the larger capitals, which normally have much more polluted environments, okay? So to me, that was a big issue. I always wanted to delve into these topics, but couldn't quite find it as easy because, thank God, the results are good. We're performing well in terms of the environment, but you should always aspire for more. And one of the things we did is look into the city of Madrid, what was causing the pollution that's still there, okay? And one thing we found, and just wanted to share that story with all of you, is that 30% of all the emissions came from the public transport system. So then we took a look into how can you actually save those emissions. Can you cut them? Is there technology? Of course there is. We have technology to run buses without resorting to less clean alternatives and technologies. So then we looked at the cost. The cost was 100 million per year if you funded it in 4 years, which is nothing. Okay, we're talking about 1% of the annual budget of the council. We run the numbers, we publish these articles and reports, we push for this campaign, and you know what? Things are getting done. They're renewing the public transportation system. It will be completely clean in 4 or 5 years. And to me, this is one example of why it's important to move past the general rhetoric and to try and get something, get this message out there and get people to understand, hey, we can cut this 30% in just 5 years with 1% of your annual budget. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I don't know if, because in some countries, numbers are pretty worrying, but I believe some of you in the panel come from countries where the numbers are good, where the emissions have been going down. And so I would love to get 1-2 comments on that. What do you do when the numbers are actually good, besides maybe trying to find potential victories like we did with the buses in Madrid, which seems like a small thing, but
let me just point out a situation where the emissions are good, and there's a lot they could do with free market policy. So Iceland, for instance, has almost zero emissions because they've got this geothermal and hydro, but it's a 93% owned power sector, 93 government owned. So the point is that they're in a perfect position to develop the next generation of zero emission fuels using that geothermal, makes electrolysis cheaper, et cetera. But they're never going to get there with 93% government ownership because they need competition to develop the technologies and the business models to get to the next level. So that's a really good example of why, even if you have perfect emissions, a free market model is better because it'll produce more future progress for you.